This simple yet frustrating exercise will improve not just your singing voice, but your speaking voice as well. And I guarantee that before the end of the video, most of you are either going to give up or click away and try and find something a bit easier. If you practice this after a couple of weeks, if you're doing it right, you'll find that your voice is going to be much smoother. You're going to find transitions much easier. You're going to have more strength and more stamina. This is an exercise that I know not just singers, but vocal therapists also use when they're working with singers who have delicate or damaged voices. Now, if you do suspect that you have some vocal damage, go to your doctor first. Don't try and deal with it by yourself. Don't use lozenges or potions that you see advertised on the internet. You can't see your vocal cords and you can't feel them, so you don't know if there's anything going on. By the time you've got a sore throat, the damage is usually done. So if you've got something going on that, like a cough you can't shift, or you feel like you have to keep clearing your throat to get rid of mucus, or you feel like when you swallow there's something stuck in your throat, then those can all be signs of vocal damage. Now, without wishing to scare anyone, some of those signs can also be to do with serious heart conditions. So if you suspect anything, go and get it checked out by your doctor, your physician first. Get things eliminated, and if it's not medical, then you can go to a trained and qualified voice coach who understands vocal restoration and vocal recovery. That's not the same as a voice coach who teaches people how to sing and a voice coach who teaches speaking and acting voice coaching. So what this frustrating vocal exercise is going to do is to create balance in the tone of your voice. So with some singers, even trained singers, their voice sounds different in different places, even if they're trying to create the same sound. This is going to balance all of that out. I've got my notes here so that I don't forget anything. It's also going to help you to improve vocal stability. It's going to help you to build stamina, and it's going to help you to build vocal strength. Now, I had a singer come to me who was in pain after every session. They were a punk singer who also sang metal and did lots of vocal distortion. Now, after just a couple of weeks of doing this exercise, there was no more pain. His voice got stronger. He was able to project louder for longer without causing any damage and getting any pain. And then I was able to help him to work on his vocal distortion in a safe way. Vocal distortion comes in a lot of genres, and I can help you to build vocal distortion in a safe way as well. So that's growl, scream, rasp, and everything in between. All of the singers that I've done this with who persevere and don't give up experience a significant improvement in their voice, in the smoothness of their voice, in their ability to project and belt, in their ability to control their voice, so their stability is better, and they just find overall that their voice is much, much healthier. But it really is transformational if you persevere and you do it properly. Now, I'm going to be honest, it is quite difficult to understand it through a YouTube video because it does take some personal one-to-one adjustment, but I'm going to give you the basics, and I'm going to give you the kind of, let's say, the engineering around it, and you can practice it. Now, I'm not going to be able to answer questions in the comments because I know they're going to come up. I'm not going to be able to answer questions in the comments about your particular voice because I can't hear your voice. I can't hear and see what you're doing, okay? I do recommend that you go to a voice coach who knows about this stuff and is able to train you properly. It starts on an NG sound, like sing or sung, but we're not using a vowel sound. It's not an it's So it's the back of your tongue. When you say the words sing or sung, you can feel where the back of your tongue hits the top of your mouth, okay? It's not quite the roof of your mouth, it's a little bit further back. And so we create the right technique there, and then we carry it through on an R sound. So when you're doing it properly, it will sound something like this. I'm going to go for this area. So this is A4, so it's the A just below middle C. If you're an alto or above, this should be fine for you. I am going to go slightly lower, and I am going to go slightly higher for those sopranos who have higher voices than normal. So I'm going to start here, and this is how it should sound. So it's a really nice rounded sound. It's not particularly nasal. You may have to make it a more nasal sound to get the right placement and the mix, so that when you go over your break, you don't get that cracking and breaking sound and feeling in your voice. So I'll do a couple down here. So what we're not doing is or and we're not forcing it with our throats. Okay, nice and balanced, and we're not trying to make it pretty. We're not going I mean, that wasn't particularly pretty. I was exaggerating, okay? We're not trying to do anything fancy. It's very simple. The concept is very simple. We go from a closed sound to an open sound, okay? Lower. And then higher. Now, what you're going to find as you get around where your break is, where your voice starts to crack and break, is that your voice is going to want to do something slightly different to kind of manage and maybe make some cheat sounds around that area. So you have to be very, very focused, and it's actually more of a mental challenge than a vocal challenge. So you have to really work through that temptation to cheat around it and try and make it sound nice. Now, it should be a nice full sound, but it shouldn't be very, 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 very nasal, and it shouldn't sound like head voice. So I'm going to give you a couple of octaves so that you can practice. Starting around here for those of you with slightly lower voices. If you still feel like it's too high, take it the octave down, or wait until we get to where it feels comfortable, the octave lower. If you have a slightly higher voice and this is too low, wait until we get to where it feels comfortable for you. But make sure that you're working over your break. Here we go. No fancy stuff. Breathe. Last one. Now, if you practice this after a couple of weeks, if you're doing it right, you'll find that your voice is going to be much smoother. You're going to find transitions much easier. You're going to have more strength and more stamina. If you're doing it wrong, you might find that you still get that crack and the break around where your chest and your head voice meet. You might find it more difficult to progress to higher pitches, but when you get this right, you're going to find that your projection is much stronger. you're able to sing for longer, your voice is going to be healthier. And if you do want to do distortion, it's going to be much easier because your voice is going to be healthy. And when you start doing the distortion exercises, it's going to be much easier to reach the place that you need to be in order for the distortion to not be happening in your throat and irritating your throat. Now, if you're very serious about singing and you're either a professional already or you want to start or build your professional singing career, I do have a library of resources. So if you're completely new to professional singing, you start at the top and you work your way through. And if you're already singing professionally and need some more guidance and some more depth, then you can start somewhere around the middle, wherever is right for you. If you get to the store and you're completely confused and you're not sure where to start, book yourself in for a consultation and I will help you to navigate your singing journey. So you'll find that link in the pinned comment when I remember to put it in. You'll also find it in the description and here when I remember to put it in. In the meantime, keep practicing this daily. Remember to warm up first and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Stay hydrated. Ciao!